And yeah, so Hruing always changing it up, but Hoppus sticking true to his name and has been Hoppus since I've known him. Going to be going
Hmm.
right up the middle here on this attack round. We often see a defender come meet him right about there, so we don't see him, and no one is going to be on that rail pad. See, so a very defensive orcs team. They do have that one map lead currently, so we'll see how Hoppus ends up attacking, as no one is really out of position quite yet. Tries to rotate and breaks the vision down a little bit. So here's his opportunity. Rocket's coming out, just narrowly avoiding, and the person at that L fence ends up rotating away. And now Hop is coming in. Ooh, I thought for sure. Great peek around the corner, gets the hit. I thought for sure he's gonna need some rockets, and then another one on the other side. Avenue, unfortunate, or not Avenue. Orcs, unfortunately, kind of napping on that one. Allows him to come in. And two hits into him. Oh man, Hop is getting pushed off. That was scary. I thought he might have lost that. However, David had to reload. So Hoppus gets first blood here on the offense, which is very important. And we might see this go to 3 maps.
Man, he was hitting bigger rails than Charlie Sheen right there. We see in that courtyard, we'll see guys kind of hide around the corners of the entrances and just wait on guys to come in. But he just 6 shots just coming in and seeing them first on the right, then on the left. But that was something else. And here comes Neo, though, for Orcs. And let's see how he does offensively. Pretty good if the past is any indication. But, yes, this map a little bit different. He plays. Oh, he's got people in the front and the back, and they're all over him there.
Oh.
But he does manage to get Isle in the midst of all that, and Hrung. So I don't know how he did it, but he did it, and he's down to those were exchanges of 1v1, and he might as well just go to waiting for him though, and Hoppus with a shot on him before he can get to the pole to make the cap. He was just had him lined up and saw him coming in, and that was a very nice defensive effort right there. I mean, just wow.
Very smart play, though, by Hoppus to, instead of trying to rush there, knew, hey, I got this one shot, man, I got to make it. He puts the pressure up on his shoulders, and without any second guess, pops that shot, gets the hit, and gives his team that second round victory. And I might have called a little too early that this could go to map 3, but just saying, when you get that early offensive point, it's so it just boosts your morale so much. It's so uplifting. And so you see that as Hrung gets a second hit early, unfortunately wasting that laser shot, takes a hit there from the defender, but then picks off Platernity around the corner, and now going to be rotating in towards the pole. There's the defender just missing that shot. That could have been the easiest shot he takes, and then takes a rocket hit. So unfortunate, jumps up and takes another. So Orcs finally getting on the board with some great defense here from Neo. We've seen Neo make some huge plays here today. Is going to pull within 1.
Yep, just saw him coming in, and he was just going straight up Route 1 for that one, just right up the middle. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And that time, Neo made sure it didn't. Here's David, though, on the attack. Some shots early on. Not much right. Here comes the rocket spam. As you'll see a guy up on top there, and that's Hoppus. They play a lot of, you'll see most teams play this kind of triangular defense here, kind of a 2-1 thing where you'll have the guy on that hill and then a guy right here at the L fence who David is going to battle it out with, and then somebody back in the back to make sure that the pole is covered, because time is ticking down, and somehow he manages to avoid, but not enough. He avoided a couple of rocket shots there, but Isle got a double tap Hoppus with the third, and as he comes into that courtyard, he was just taken out quickly, and that's 3-1 now. Orcs with 1 point on the board, but Avenue Esports looking pretty good in this round, and here comes Isle to try to add to that offensively with another tally.
Yeah, and the Avenue offense has looked really good so far today, and Isle just streaking through. and throws caution to the wind. I don't know if he knew if there was someone on the rail pad or not. Just assumed there wasn't since there hasn't been here for orks, and gets lucky there. Could have been a pretty easy shot, but now putting pressure here on this Elephants. Tries to get up above, can't get it. The laser is recharging, so here comes the pressure from Platernity now. 2 people on this Elephants, rotating over, gets the pick off there onto 1. Nice shot by Neo again, picked off though, and now coming through the gate is David, just missing the shot. The pole's now alive, he gets the cap, bringing it 4-1, and Avenue with a big lead early on this map is fighting fiercely to tie this one up.
These guys have got some guns. I love what I'm seeing movement-wise with the shooting. The flip shots, the snapshots, it's all connecting. And orks kind of in a bind here, is going to have to make a little bit of a comeback, or they're going to find themselves tied up 1-1 here. And they're starting it off. Hoppus does get a shot onto Platernity, taking him down to 2 armors, and he's got guys all over the place. He can't catch them all, but that's going to help him a little bit, taking out Harung with a nice snapshot of his own. Platernity is going to back off here a little bit and probably try to take that uphill guy out, but again, that higher ground proving to be an advantage. They can just kind of rain it down on him here as, oh, he doesn't quite make that one either. He's going to have to go for the pole now, and they're going to follow. He's got 1 waiting on him, and that's Isle, and Isle gets him as he, again, that archway, those little pathways coming in. So tough to get into if you've got somebody camping those out and waiting for him. And that's going to make it 5-1. Hoppus could finish this thing off with an offensive point here.
Yes, Platernity, unfortunately, is not Ash Ketchum. He tries to catch them all. However, not able to do so. He said, I choose you, Hoppus, but Hoppus said, nah, dog, I choose you, and shoots him in the face. So, good job here by Hoppus, rotating towards the rail pad, but doesn't have an angle on anybody, and just streaking towards the castle. Does get on top, so could be dangerous. Just missing that 180 shot coming off of that castle, and so very close shot. And a long-range rocket from Neo. Neo just been on point with his defense, looking really good. Thought for sure Hoppus was going to change targets there and go on to Neo, but now 2 defenders on the pole. Is he now 3? Is he going to try to drop down into this? 10 seconds left. He's got a few seconds. There's a drop. Gets the pick off. Then there's the hit. David and Platernity almost simultaneously, not allowing him to get the point. However, they're up 5-2. So they have plenty of defensive rounds to take this map. And it's pretty clear this is why they chose that map. They are so strong on it.
They are looking good. And that's a tough one there. When you've got 3 guys waiting for you at the pole, there's not a whole lot you can do, even with 3 armors, even going that high route. So we'll see what happens here. Neo on the early attack, dodging some early fire, and he's going to go ahead and go right at the pole position, and he does get hit by Hoppus there. So that's going to take him down to 2 armors. And that's the only thing that's connected for either team so far as time starts to tick down. He's just hanging around at the spawn and waiting to figure out how he's going to make this run here. He does get through the corridor, but just barely. Oh, it gets the guy behind him rung, and that's going to help out a little bit. He's going to have to push in now, waiting for a good shot, and Isle gets him, and again, trying to go through into the arch, into the arch yard, the courtyard. Oh, he had a hard time with that one, and I'm having a harder time saying so. We are tied up now 1-1 with that round as Avenue Esports with a very good statement there, and they're going to push this into a 3rd and